Hey, this is Chris Reynolds. I am a Student Works painting alumnus from the early 2000s. We won't name the exact date so I don't age myself too badly. Um, Went on from Student Works, lucky enough to become a chartered accountant with KPMG, was an associate partner with McKinsey and Company, a private equity investors at OMERS, which is one of Canada's largest pension funds, and then an executive running strategy for the Hudson's Bay Company. And now I'm kind of on to my new venture, launching a consumer private equity fund called Venn Capital, which will invest in healthcare services, education, and other consumer businesses based out of Toronto. Was lucky enough to have a pretty great career so far. And so many of those lessons I learned were lessons that I learned from Student Works painting. A couple in particular come to mind. One is just around hustle and hard work. There's really no substitute for hard work, and you kind of learn that early on in the Student Works painting program. When you're watching your results as you start prospecting and door knocking and doing your door-to-door sales, and you start to see other folks in the program, they land their sales, and you start to just see that multiplier effect when you put in those hours and really lean in to driving business and outworking and out hustling other people. You just start to see the results. You start to see your name shift leaderboard. And it was just a great moment in my life where you're really taught the extreme correlation between effort and output. And that's something that, Student Works really helped ingrain in me. And then I would say, that's one critical one that, should never be lost in anybody entering the program, is really just the importance of that hard work and hustle. And then secondly, there's something to be said about folks that are willing to enter the program and are willing to kind of take that chance and put themselves out there. This is not an easy gig. It's not, there's many other easier gigs you can have for the summer, but for the folks that are actually willing to take that chance and put themselves out there and take that type of risk, the rewards can be immense. And the lessons you learn, particularly around just adversity. I think one, from just entering the program, becoming an owner operator at such an early age. But two, the whole summer, if it goes smooth sailing for you, you're a better operator than me. And I would love to hear the story. But, there's moments where things are out of your control, like painters falling off ladders or, whatever might happen, that's tough, and it creates tough moments for you. But out of those moments of adversity and challenge, you're really able to build the confidence, around being able to become an effective, coming up with effective solutions to those problems. And I think the ability to deal with adversity and come out on the back end makes you extraordinarily better at what you do, builds character, and is one of the most important lessons I came away from Student Works after, dealing with a couple of different, more challenging situations. At that time in my career, it truly felt like there was no problem I couldn't solve. And, it's something that once you learn that, once you kind of build that muscle, it's something that allows you to get more comfortable with that in other phases of your career, where you can kind of take more risk, push yourself further, and know that in those moments of failure or adversity, whatever, you can effectively deal with it and come out on the back end an even stronger and better person. So huge thanks to Student Works, to Chris, for all the lessons I learned, and love to be part of the program, and love to be, helping folks that are in the program moving forward.